Hello, hello, and welcome to our masterclass. Today, I am going to be teaching you how to create your 2021. So, this masterclass is going to be so powerful. I am going to teach you exactly why it's so important to have vision, goals, and an upper level mindset to get the success that you really want in your life and in your business. So excited. As you are jumping on, be sure to comment below. Tell us, hey Becky, how are you? Hey Nancy. So great to have you guys here. I am so excited for this masterclass today. So I'm going to start out by telling a story. And so those of you who don't know me, I'm going to give you a little backstory on me and where I come from. So I grew up in a small town of Idaho. I had 5 kids in my family. We had a large family, and I was a dancer. I was in dance class, and I heard all the time that we can't afford things. But I had a really great family life, and I'm so grateful for what I did have growing up. I had an awesome childhood and was able to go to dance and be in dance all the time. It was my whole life. So as you're jumping on, just say hello. I'm so excited to have you guys here. So excited. Awesome. Hi, Leah. Hi, Lainey. Hi, Angela. Hey, Tajonda. Hey, Stephanie. Awesome. I'm so excited to have you all here. Yay. Okay, cool. So I'm telling the story kind of about where I came from, and then I'm going to dive into the meat of the masterclass about vision, goals, and mindset. And so I grew up in a small town, and I was a dancer. Hey, Kanika. So great to have you guys all here. Hello, Noelle. Hi, Melissa. Yeah, as you're jumping on, everybody say hi. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm so pumped for this. Awesome. Okay, cool. So I grew up and in a family where education was very important, and we were taught growing up to get an education, go to school. Hey, Kim. Hey, Heather. Hey, Jamie. So excited to have you guys here. And as many of us were taught growing up, get an education, go to school, get a job, work for an employer. And I really didn't know what I wanted to be when I got older, because all I did was dance. And I knew that I probably didn't want to be a dance teacher, because I would probably be gone every night at the studio instead of with my family. And my parents also told me, you got to get a degree that you can use, that you can have like a real job, a real career with. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Whitney. So excited to have you ladies here. Awesome. So I decided to go to college. I had no idea what I was going to study. Had no idea what I was going to do. And so I just started out with generals. I eventually started to do paralegal studies. My brother was in law school, and he's like, hey, why don't you do this? This is a solid, stable job, 9 to 5. Like, okay, I'll do paralegal studies. So I started doing that. And hey, Jackie. So I got my paralegal degree and I got married. I started working as a paralegal. It was like an hour commute each way, sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day, and I hated it. It was horrible. I started to get carpal tunnel syndrome. The one thing that I did enjoy about the job is it opened my eyes to the medical world, because I summarized a lot of medical records. And so that's what kind of got me thinking, how about nursing? Nurses always have jobs. This stuff's pretty interesting to me. Like I like health and fitness. So, okay, cool. I think I'm going to go back to school to be a nurse, because I hate being a paralegal. So I went back to school, and that's when my husband graduated from the police academy. And so I went back to school for nursing. I also worked through nursing school, which was awesome to have that experience. I worked in the ICU for a total of 8 years as a nurse. But about 5.5 years ago, I was in a place where I wanted more with my life. I wanted to be able to help people with their health and fitness. I wanted to help people get healthy. I mean, after working in a hospital for so long, it's like you just see all these people that you just wish that you could help, that you wish that you could have made some sort of a difference in the world, helping them be healthier, right? And so I was so passionate about it. I was teaching as a fitness instructor as well. And so I thought, I could either get my personal training certification, or I could go to nurse practitioner school, because I wanted more. I wanted more than what I was doing. And what I realized was being a personal trainer would take me away from my family more. So I would be at the gym more, helping people get healthy there and away from my family, in addition to the ICU nursing shifts I was doing. And I always did nights. Or I could maybe go back to school and become like a nurse practitioner so that I could have like a stable 9 to 5 day job. That was like what was normal for nurses, right? Like it's normal for nurses to go to nurse practitioner school or something similar, right? It's like the next step that so many people are doing. And it wasn't for me. Like I was done with school. I hated school. I've always kind of hated school. I've always wanted to do my own thing. And I realized, I was looking around on social media. I'm like, there's all these people making money on social media. Like, maybe I should look into this. This looks pretty cool. I'd love to be able to help people get healthy, like from my house and not have to even go anywhere, be home with my family. And so that's when I partnered out with a health and wellness company 5.5 years ago. It allowed me to finally help people get healthy. And it was so much fun and it was great, starting out. It was bringing in all this extra income, and I built it to a point that allowed me to walk away from nursing. That was about 3.5 years ago. I was just at a place where I didn't want to be a nurse anymore. I was tired of feeling tired all the time, working night shifts. It's the most terrible feeling in the world to work all night long, right? I mean, those of you who've worked night shifts, you know that feeling, and it just messes with your body. And I was done with it. Like, I didn't have a whole lot of fulfillment or joy in the nursing work that I was doing. And I really I loved the online space, and I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I loved the freedom that it gave me, loved the flexibility with my schedule. And it was so scary for me to quit nursing, but I had replaced my income. And so I walked away, and I continued to grow. But I was also very, very frustrated with my company because I wasn't seeing the growth that I wanted. And I was pouring my whole soul into it. Like everything. I was giving it my all. I was killing myself, working like 10-hour days, trying to get this health and wellness company to grow and get it to 6 figures or more. That was truly my dream, was to just have this massive growth. And I just kept killing myself, trying to get it to grow. And I finally realized, for the last few years of being in that company, the last 2 or 3, I just started feeling like this isn't for me. Like something feels off. This isn't right. This isn't what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Like, I wonder what it would be like to create my own business. Like, and I would just, kind of think about it, dream about it. I wrote it down so many times. Like, I would love to have my own business. That's what I want to do before I die, is start my own business. And I want to make it my own and make the rules and charge my own prices instead of having to get people started with these packages in this company that I was with. I was so tired of being so limited. I felt like I was in a box, right? I felt like so in a box. Anyways, I didn't feel like I fit in there. It wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. It's kind of the same thing I felt with nursing. I didn't feel like I fit in there. It was not what I was supposed to be doing. I've always had this strong calling in my heart that I felt like I wanted to do more. I wanted to be more. I wanted to have more. And so that's truly what led me to where I'm at today. And, it took something to happen for me to finally get out of my comfort zone and finally do it. Because for a long time I had just been dreaming about it, and I was so scared about it that I'd never started my own business. Well, until, about a year ago, my dad passed away suddenly, and it was so unexpected, and it made me realize how short life is. And I just thought to myself, I can't let myself sit on my dreams like this any longer. Like, if I were to die tomorrow or next week, I would just be so ashamed that I didn't go for my dreams and I didn't finally start the business, right? And so I don't know if you've ever felt like that before, of just having this calling in your heart that you're meant to do something more, something bigger, and you just have this dream that doesn't make sense. You don't know how to make it work or what to do. And so I started doing a lot of research, started looking everywhere on social media, asking questions. I started writing things down, planning things out. Okay, well, what do I want next year to look like? What do I want 2020 to look like? I started writing things down, just trying to get ideas out, figuring out, okay, where am I headed? What am I going to do? I hired a couple of business coaches, and I put a plan together, and I decided to take action. And it was so scary. It was so scary to leave this like full-time income that I had with my health and wellness company and a huge team. I had like over 2,000 people in my downline. And so I finally just went for it, and it worked. Like, I started signing clients up right and left. I hit 15,000 of sales in that first month in February of last year, and it just kept growing from there. So it allowed me to walk away from the network marketing company. I could have possibly stayed, but I didn't want the conflict of interest where I'm teaching people how to build businesses. So I let it go, and it was no longer serving me. I didn't really want it as a part of my life anymore. And that's like another story of whether you're in one and whether it's a conflict of interest for your coaching or not. But that's basically where I was at. I was ready to just move forward. So, you know, I created my reality. I truly created my reality. You know, I got really clear on my vision. Okay, so I don't like being here. So what do I want to have? Where do I want to go? I started writing it down. I started writing down like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I would love to have in my life. These are the types of people that I want to work with. This is the type of work that I want to be doing. And when it started getting more and more clear as I started writing out my vision, and then I started writing out my goals and getting more specific around, okay, well, how many people do I want to help? How many lives do I want to change? What do I want to make happen this year? What do I need to make happen next? Like writing out very specific, like to-do lists and goal lists and revisiting them frequently. And then the last thing that I did was I had to get my mindset in the right place so that I could reach success, because I was dealing with a lot of fear. I had a lot of, I was very scared to move forward into stepping into my own business. And so I had to figure out how to overcome that. And I started writing out lists of like accomplishments that I've had, cool things I've done throughout my life to try to help me get to a place where I could believe in myself, where I could like know that I can do this. Yeah, I've done all this cool stuff. Look at all this stuff I've done. Of course I can do this. And so just really reinforcing the cool things that I've done, like helping me see that I can do this. So important to do that. And so I want to teach you guys today how to create your own reality, how to create your 2021. So we're going to talk a lot about what exactly is vision, like why is it so important? You know, what are these specific goals that you can set? Why are those so important? And what is mindset? How do you cultivate this level of mindset to get you to the success that you want? And so, you know, I started this business at the end of January last year, grew it to over 6 figures within about 8 months. And so this is what I teach other people how to do. I teach nurses how to start and grow their own online coaching businesses to 6 figures for more freedom. And what I've found is that high ticket coaching it's given me so much freedom and flexibility. And that's what I give to my clients. This is what I teach them. How to do. This is exactly what I've done. It's given me so much freedom and flexibility. It's been so lucrative. We've been able to put tens of thousands into savings. We've paid off 2 cars. We've done all of these incredible things, paid off like all of this debt, and just put money into investments. And it's just really cool to see what we can do. And I've helped over 60 nurses in 2020 to start and grow their own businesses. So awesome to see what is possible when we really go for our dreams. And now looking back, it's kind of funny to think about how scared I was. I had no idea what was going to happen. And like this just, you know, there was so much abundance. There was so much growth. There's so much learning. I mean, there's definitely struggles and trials throughout the year that I've talked about before. But I'm so grateful, so blessed, so grateful to have gotten to the other side. And it's true. It's true. You have to walk through the fear in order to get to the other side. Even though you're so scared and you don't know if it's going to work, you have to just walk into it with faith and feel the fear and do it anyway, just like you've heard before. And so the first thing I want to talk about is vision. So what is vision, and how can we cultivate vision for our lives? So vision is truly, it's like our dreams. What do you dream about? What do you want for your life? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, 30 years? What would you love to make come true? Where do you want to go in life? What do you want your house to look like? Who do you want to be surrounded by? What type of work are you doing? asking all of these deep questions about where you're headed and what you want to do with your life is so important. And I didn't really realize that I had the power to create my own destiny and my own reality, because growing up, it was like you get an education, you go to school, you get a job, and you just work at your job and be happy. So that's what I was doing. And I was pretty happy, with my family life and everything as a nurse, but I just always wanted more. And, they don't teach us in nursing school how to create your vision, or, that there's more out there. And even when I was a little girl, this job that I have right now didn't even exist. So there's no way I could, back when I was like 12 years old and they asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? I wanted to be an architect like my dad. And isn't that so cool? Because I'm kind of like an architect of my own business now. I get to create my programs, my content. So grateful to be where I'm at today. But they say that 70% of the jobs that our kids will be doing aren't even in existence yet. So really cool to see what's happening with technology. Things are moving at such a fast pace. And especially as we've seen what's happened with COVID this year, in the last year, how all these businesses are going online, and the importance of having an online space. It's so lucrative, online coaching, online business. And if you're not there, you should be there, because you got to get here, because it is amazing. And you can change so many people's lives through online coaching and online business. It has truly transformed our lives. It's completely changed my family's lives. So I would love to hear in the comments, any dreams that you have. If this is a dream of yours, if you've ever thought about online coaching, I'd love to hear in the comments, because it's something that I dreamt about, for quite some time before I actually made it a reality. So it is just absolutely incredible. The possibilities are endless. So cool. So with vision, what are those big, audacious, crazy dreams that you don't want to say out loud, that you don't want to tell anybody? Write them down. There's so much power in writing down what you want. And when you can read it back and see it, it's going to make it more solid in your mind and help you get to where you want to go. So truly, vision, why is vision so important? You have to know where you're going. You have to know what you want in order to make it come true. So you've got to get really clear on exactly what you want to make happen and what you want in your life, where you're headed. You've got to make that decision to make it happen as well, and then take action on it. The second thing you can do with vision is creating a vision board. So if you don't have a vision board, if you've never created one, I definitely recommend doing that. It's so important to be able to visually see what you want on a daily basis. I have mine on my computer screen, so I see it every day. I update it about every 6 months or so. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Kristen. Yeah, so Sunshine says she dreams to be able to travel and still be able to earn a full-time income during the downtime of those travels. It is 100% possible. I'm telling you right now, if you have a laptop and a phone, you can have a very successful business. You just have to make that decision and make it happen and be willing to do whatever it takes to get to that place. And it's absolutely possible for you and for everyone watching. And I had no idea about online coaching 6 years ago. And here I am with a 6-figure business and growing. And it's just incredible to see how quickly things can happen when you make the decision and you stick to it and you just go, you just take action. Jasmine says she'd love to create a full-time business, be home with her kids more, start other business ventures, become a millionaire, and travel around the world with my family. I love it. And that is all absolutely possible for you and for all of us. And yes, absolutely. And that's the coolest thing about online business right now, is that it gives us so much freedom to create other businesses and to have the cash flow that we want, that affords us the ability to travel and to have that flexibility in our lives. Hey, Michelle. Yes, so make a vision board, write down your vision, write it out. What does your perfect day look like? Who are you surrounded by? What type of work are you doing? What type of an impact are you making in the world? All of these things, get very, very crystal clear on exactly what you want to make happen in your life, because you are the creator of your destiny. You are the creator of your life. You get to make the decisions on where you go and what you make happen in your life. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie's asking, how do I manage my business with the kids? The kids are always wanting me. I feel like that's one of my issues. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. When I started my business 5.5 years ago, my son was 3 and I was newly pregnant. And so I've had like a newborn, a baby, a toddler, all while growing my business over the years. So what I have learned is the most helpful is getting a sitter. 100%. If you don't have a sitter, get one. Like, get some help with your kids, because it's going to change your life, and it's going to make their lives so much better. And it's so fun to, like, I'll be in the middle of coaching calls and I'll go upstairs and get some more water or make lunch or something. And it's so fun to see my little 4-year-old playing with the sitter and having so much fun. It's like you're basically hiring like a sideshow clown for your kid. It's like so fun and so cute to see them having a blast with them. You know, it's like such a gift that you can give to them. So it's 100% worth it. You will see returns like you've never seen before, not only monetarily, but in your time, your energy, your productivity. It is 100% worth it. So that's what I would recommend with the whole kid thing. And when I very first started out, before I really wanted to spend on a sitter, I actually would work late at night. So after my kids went to bed and my husband went to bed, I would sit at the kitchen table and I would work until midnight on my business. And that's just what I did because I wanted it so bad. So you have to decide, how bad do I want this? And if you want it bad enough, you're going to be willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. So great question. Thank you, Stephanie. The next thing that I have for you is the goals. So with goals, what are goals and how can we set these? Why are they so important? So important to know exactly where, what we want to make happen and what we want to create in our lives. So writing them down, they say that only 4% of the population actually writes down their goals. So important to actually write them down so you can see them on paper. Use a pen and paper. Don't just like type them somewhere on your phone. Actually write them down. It like kind of makes them solid. It puts them in concrete. It's like, boom, there it is. Oh, wow. I've never written down my goals before. That's where I was at when I was a nurse and I started with my health and wellness company. That was the very first time that I started writing down my goals and creating a vision and a vision board. And before that, I had never really thought about like where I wanted to go or what I wanted to make happen. All I knew is that I didn't want to be a nurse in 5 years from then. I knew that I didn't want to be a nurse in 5 years. So I thought to myself, if I don't want to be here working in the ICU in 5 years, then why am I still here? And that's when it like hit me on the head. I'm like, I've got to get out. I've got to do something about this because I do not want to be here in 5 years, let alone 20 years or 30 years, like a lot of those like veteran nurses that we see on the floor. So that's kind of where I was at. So important to write your goals down for that reason, to figure out exactly where you want to go. Our dog is barking outside. Okay, so also setting them on a timeline. So what are your goals for the day? What are your goals for the week? What are your goals for the month? What are your goals for the quarter? What are your goals for the half point mark of the year? And what are your goals for the year? If you can sit down and write down every single one of those checkpoints on a timeline, you're going to have a ton of clarity and direction of where you're headed and what you want to make happen. So I also recommend the Passion Planner. This is mine for this year. It's awesome. Passion Planner. It's amazing. So they actually have in the front like a little wish list where you put down your 3-month goals, 6-month goals, 3 years, lifetime goals. It's really awesome. And so that's a cool little thing that you can implement, is just putting them on a timeline, getting really clear about what you want to make happen. Heather says, writing them down and reading them every day is a game changer. Absolutely. 100%. Changes everything when you write them down and read them, revisit them all the time. Every morning I look at my goals. I look at my goals for the day. I look at my goals for the week. I look at my goals for the month. And then I see my vision board on my computer every day. I read my vision every single morning. And that's how I've gotten to where I'm at, is because I've done the work. I've put the work in of writing my vision out, writing my goals out, and getting my mindset in the right place. And so that's what this whole masterclass is about, is getting yourself to this place where you know without a shadow of a doubt, with crystal clarity, exactly where you're going, what you want to make happen, and writing it out, revisiting it daily to keep your mindset at this high performing level to help you have the level of success that you truly want. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Alexis. Thank you for joining us, ladies. So along with goals, super important to just make it a habit to review them regularly. And the reason why those goals are so important is just, if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what you want, then how can you make it happen? So you've got to write these things down. You've got to get really clear on it. So the last thing I have for you is mindset. Mindset is everything, you guys. It's like 80% of what we do as entrepreneurs. They say, whether you think you're right or think you're wrong, you're right. So whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. That's how it goes. So if you think that you can be successful online, if you think you can be a successful coach, then you can 100%. If you have a lot of things holding you back, thinking, I'm not good enough. All these people are telling me don't do it. My husband is telling me don't do it. So I really shouldn't go for it. But there's this calling in my heart, and my heart keeps saying, like, you need to do this thing. You got to listen to yourself, regardless of what your husband or your mom or your sister or your friends say, or your coworkers at work, right? Like when I started an online business, my coworkers had no idea what the hell I was doing. They're like, what is she doing on social media? Like, that's not normal. Like, nursing is normal. What she's doing on social media is not normal, right? And now look at where we're at. Like, they're still working in the hospital, and I'm creating my reality, and I have total time and schedule freedom and flexibility and a 6-figure business. So that's where you get to the place where you don't listen to the naysayers. You don't listen to what they have to say. You don't care about their opinions, because their opinions don't pay the bills. Truly. You get to a place where that feeling in your heart to do the thing is so strong, and it's so uncomfortable that you have to do it. You have to do it no matter what. Like, even if it doesn't work out somehow, like, you still have to go for it. You still have to see if this is really, like, what is this all about? I need to do this. I need to figure this out. You have to just go for it. So with the mindset piece, so important to keep our belief very strong. We have to believe that it is possible. I have done so many discovery calls with women, with nurses specifically, who want a scientific explanation for where they're headed and for what I do. They want all the numbers of, okay, what are the stats of the success rates of your clients? What are the stats for the success rate that I'm going to have if I do X, Y, and Z? What exactly is it going to look like? Can you give me the numbers? Can you, give me the science behind how this entrepreneur thing works? And it doesn't work that way. Sorry. Like, if they don't believe that it's going to work, then it's not. If they need all the numbers and the evidence and the science behind whether or not this is going to work, then I can guarantee that their business is not going to succeed. I've had several people like that on discovery calls where they were so stuck in that mindset of kind of like, as nurses, we live by like a scientific background. We use, scientific evidence and research-based methods to do what we do and do our practice. But in the entrepreneurship world, you have to go by faith. You truly do. You have to believe in the unseen. You truly have to believe in the unseen, because you can't exactly know how things are going to go. You have no idea of what this road is going to look like in 6 months from now. When I started, last February, I was just ecstatic that I was able to sign people up and start helping them. I had no idea what it would look like by June. Like, I had no idea that I would hit 30K in sales by June in that month, but I just knew that I wanted to help people. I knew that I wanted to play the game, and I wanted to serve. I wanted to serve people. I wanted to help as much as I possibly could. And so with your mindset, you have to have that strong belief. You also have to understand that we're 100% responsible for how we choose to react to things. And we are 100% responsible for our decisions and our choices in our life. So if there's something in our lives that we don't like, we have the power to change it. We truly do. It is in our power to change whatever we do not like about our lives. Hi, Melanie. So 100% responsible. We have that responsibility, and we have the ability to create our reality. Absolutely. I've seen it in my own life. I've seen things come true on my vision boards. Almost everything I put on my vision boards comes true. So that's another reason why it's so important to create vision boards and to write your vision out and read it every day, because it comes true. You manifest it. It's the law of attraction. As you start to, talk about these things, write these things down, see them in your mind, it's like you pull them towards you. You attract them into your life, and you can manifest like whatever you want. So if you want a better life, if you want to leave nursing, it is absolutely possible for you, but you just got to put the work in to make it happen. You got to manifest. You've got to write out your vision, write out your goals, up level your mindset, and get to a place to allow that possibility. Hey, Lindsay. The other thing with mindset is you got to stay positive. You got to learn how to stay positive and have thick skin, especially in online business where you're going to be faced with a ton of rejection, a ton of people ghosting you, a ton of people telling you no, a ton of people wasting your time. It's true. You have to just love what you do so much that it's okay if people tell you no, and it's okay if people don't show, and it's okay if, someone takes an hour of your time on a discovery call and they don't even sign up. Because you love what you do so much that you're willing to serve them, you're willing to help them and serve them. And you're willing to stay positive because you're willing to do whatever it takes to make your dream come true. Like you've got that rock solid belief and you're willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. You have to get to that level. That level is what's going to bring you 6 figures and more. That's truly where you have to be to create that level of success to replace your nursing income. You have to believe that it's absolutely 100% possible for you, and that you are enough, and that you are of tremendous value, and that you have tons to offer to other people. When you get into that mindset and confidence, then you are unstoppable. But you have to get there. You have to believe in yourself, because as an entrepreneur, you're not going to have somebody holding your hand the whole time. You're not going to be having someone, tell you to, you're not clocking in or clocking out. You don't have a manager watching you, overseeing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's going to be there to slap your hand if you're scrolling instead of working. So you got to take responsibility for your own life and, make it happen. If you want to make it happen, you got to be real disciplined for sure. So, how we react to things, 100% up to us. We can choose how we react to people ignoring us, rejecting us, and all of that. We can choose how we react to when we post on social media. It's our choice whether we want to allow it to scare us to go live or not. It's 100% our choice whether we allow ourselves to go live and to post on social media is scary for us or not. It's a simple mindset shift. When you get to a place of like service, I want to serve people. I want to teach them. I want to help them. This is a gift I have and a blessing. Of course they want to watch my live video. Of course they want to read my posts, and they love my posts. So it's getting to that place. You have to make a shift in your mindset. The other thing is to keep in mind is no matter what happens in life, as you are an entrepreneur, there is a roller coaster. And for every single entrepreneur, there is a roller coaster. There are going to be ups and downs. Life is going to happen. People are going to die. Terrible things are going to happen. And so we have to build that thick skin that allows us to keep going. Even in the face of trials and struggles, we have to learn how to keep going no matter what. And we have 100% responsibility over how we react and what we create. And once we realize that we have 100% responsibility, that's truly where we up-level our game. And that's truly where we get to the place of ultimate success. Hey, Andrea. I'm really struggling with the lives. I go in recovery mode for days and days afterwards. It's bad. The more that you do them, the better you will get. And we have the choice of whether we need to go in recovery for after going live or not. It's totally our choice. And so working on your mindset is going to help a ton, knowing that you're serving people and then figuring out, okay, why is it that I feel like this after doing a live? What are the reasons why I feel like this after going live? And so what's helped me to go live more often, prior to 2020, I wasn't going live as much. I was kind of just hiding behind posts. But I realized that my business was in my hands and I wanted my business to be successful. And so if that meant doing a bunch of live videos that made me really scared and nervous, then I was going to do it. Like, period, the end. Like, I knew from watching other coaches who were wildly successful, how they were doing live videos on a consistent basis. I knew right then, that is what I need to do. That's what I need to do if I want success. So I better just get over myself and I'm just going to start doing live videos. And maybe it'll suck the first few that I start doing, but the more and more that I did, the more comfortable it got. So again, it's about how bad do you want it? Because online coaching, you have to do live video if you want to be successful, 100%. Like, people aren't going to pay high ticket prices if all we're doing is making posts. That's just the reality. Sunshine, self-love is the hardest part of giving yourself to others. Visualizing yourself on a screen and hearing your own voice is a great way to see you as others see you, and loving yourself and all your little quirks. That's beautiful. Yeah, so we truly have to give ourselves grace and have some self-love when we're doing scary things. 100%. And if that means that you do need to take a couple of days to recover after a certain live video, then that's all right. Take the time to recover and recuperate. And each time that you do it, you're going to get stronger and your recovery time is going to lessen. So that's my advice. That's what I would say. So you're going to get stronger and stronger, just like with any trials that we have in life. And like when we lift weights, we actually are tearing up our muscles so that we can make them stronger over time. So these things that are so scary, that are hard, that are trials, are actually making us stronger for the future. So I hope that helps. We get to choose to be positive and go for our dreams, or we can believe that we're not worthy, or we're not good enough, or we listen to the naysayers. It's 100% up to us. Hey, Angela. Hey, Maya. So the number one thing that I see hold women back, I even had somebody ask me this the other day. They said on a discovery call, they said, what's the number one thing you see that holds women back in their businesses from having more success? And I will tell you, absolutely 100%, after working with over 60 nurses in the last year and doing, I probably did at least 200 discovery calls last year. Talked to at least 200 different women, nurses mostly. The number one thing that I see that holds women back is fear. 100%, it's fear. They get into their own minds and they think, I'm not good enough. Why would people want to see this? I don't have any value to give. I'm too busy. I don't have enough time. My husband doesn't support me, and so you can't listen to the naysayers when you want to be an entrepreneur. If you have this dream in your heart to do something, you can't listen to them. You have to just go for it. And then you can prove them wrong. When I first started out 5.5 years ago, my family was probably wondering, what is she doing? Why would she want to do all this weird social media stuff instead of work as a nurse? Because my brothers are attorneys and a university professor. And so this social media stuff is weird to them. And, why would she want to do that? I don't care. I don't care what my brothers think about me. I really only care about what I want for my family. What do I want to give to my family? What do I want our lives to look like? That's more important to me than what other people think about me. And so the same for all of us. Their opinions don't pay the bills. They truly don't know what our lives are like. Nobody knows what our life is like except for us, inside of our shoes, inside of our own homes, Nobody else has any idea. The experiences that we've been through that have shaped us, the things that we've seen, the things that we've dealt with throughout life who've shaped us into who we are today. No one has been in our shoes before. And so you have to just go with the feeling, what's in your heart, and not listen to anybody else. Yeah, so as far as, that fear goes, when you have faith and you truly believe in the unseen, there is no fear. And, it might take practice to get to that place, but when you get to that place of just knowing that it's possible, and getting to that place of belief in the unseen, even though you can't see it, even though you can't see what your business is going to look like 6 months or a year from now, just having that strong belief of knowing where you want to go and knowing that it's possible. And serving, like just serve and play and have fun and love what you do. The money will come. You don't have to be so super fixated on the money when you are just doing what you love and serving the best way that you can, truly. When you trust in that unseen, there is magic. Absolutely. There is trust, there is light, and there is magic. Whatever you believe in, when you can trust in that and in yourself, there is so much magic. Hey, Nikki. So I hope that this has helped you. We covered goals, vision, and mindset, and I gave you a background of my story. So yeah. Tell me, how are you feeling? I'd love to hear in the comments, like, how are you feeling? What have you learned? What's been your biggest aha moment of this masterclass? What is your biggest takeaway? What are you going to implement in your life after learning what you've learned today? I'd love to see in the comments. So I have 3 things for you today at the end of this masterclass. The first thing that I have for you is $1 million mindset. Thanks, Sunshine. She likes my real talk. Yeah, some tough love for sure. You're the creator of your life. Love it, Dami. Melissa, not to be afraid. Absolutely. Yes. Going live on my personal page. Yes. That's truly how people are going to know about us and get to know us and like us and trust us, is going live. Beautiful. I am committed to my goal. No matter how long it takes, I can create my future. Love it. Yes. We are absolutely in charge of our own lives and our destinies and what we want to create. Andrea, putting ourselves on a pedestal, all of our amazing things we've accomplished, make this look easy. Calling in your heart resonates. Yes, yes, yes. I had such a strong tug in my heart. It was like, just something was like tugging at me all the time. Like, I've got to do my own business. I got to do my own business. I had no idea what it was going to look like, who I was going to help, what I was going to do, but I just had this strong calling in my heart that I had to do it. So I love that that resonates with you, Kanika. Super cool. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing, by the way. I love it when you guys write comments. It's the best. And you'll see as I start doing more master classes that this will be the format where I'm interactive with your comments. And so definitely add them in as you feel called, anything that you want to share. Sunshine, always had that feeling there's something else I'm here on this planet for, not just what I am now. Beautiful. Yes. Yes, you're made for more. You're totally made for more. All of us. And our potential is limitless. We can truly go and out and do and be whatever we want to be. We can call in whatever we want. And it's incredible, the law of attraction and what we can bring into our lives when we allow it and when we believe it. So beautiful. Okay, cool. So 3 things I have for you. Number 1, $1 million mindset. This is coming in 2 weeks. and it will be a paid masterclass. And we're going to dive even deeper into mindset, how to up-level your mindset with personal development, with your money mindset, and that strong belief in yourself. So it's going to be all about how to up-level your mindset to get to where you want to be. That will be on January 21st. And so it will be in a different Facebook group for those of you who choose to join. That will be a paid masterclass. So message me for the link. And number 2 thing I have for you, if you love this training today, you will absolutely love the program that I will be launching on the 25th of January. Next Level Year. Next Level Year is going to teach you how to incorporate all of this into your life. It's going to go into detail. I'm going to teach you exactly how to create your vision, how to set your goals, getting very specific with the deadlines and the measurability, and how to up-level your mindset. Some specific strategies that have changed everything for me, that have gotten me to 6 figures in my own business. So these are the things that we're covering in Next Level Year. It launches on January 25th, and I'm offering it to you on pre-sale right now for 2 days. So it will end on Saturday, the pre-sale, and that will save you over $200. So message me for the link if you'd love to join Next Level Year. That is going to be it's going to be 3 weeks of live trainings and 2 weeks of catch up. So they're all going to be live trainings just like this one. And we may even do like a mini Zoom call where we all meet and chat with each other and talk, get my eyes on your business and help you figure out where any holes might be, or help you figure out the direction for your business idea. So Next Level Year is going to be next level. It's going to be super powerful. And that will begin officially on February 1st. And so if you want to get the pre-sale for that, just message me. The last thing that I have for you is my Business Accelerator program. My Business Accelerator program is my signature program. And this is the one that I've taken over 60 nurses through to help them start and create their own online coaching business. So we build your business from the ground up. So I can basically take a nurse who knows nothing about social media or business and turn them into having an incredible online social media presence with an incredible, unique, and customized program according to their passions and expertise, and be signing high-ticket clients before that we even complete the program. That is my Business Accelerator program. So if you are a nurse wanting to start an online coaching business, or if you are a nurse and you already have an online coaching business, you want more success, more clients, more income, this is perfect for you. It is truly the most all-inclusive, the most comprehensive of all of my programs that'll help you get, exactly where you want to go and making that income, signing those clients. Those are truly my strengths, are the social media strategy, course creation, and getting clients. Those are the 3 main things that we cover in the Business Accelerator. So if you are interested in more info on that, just message me. Heather says it's such an awesome program. Yes. Hi, Laura. Hi, Melissa. Yes, so just message me with any questions that you have about anything that I covered. I want to thank you so much for being here today. I love that you were commenting and that you were participating. And I hope that this has brought you so much joy and so much light, seeing how we all get to create our own realities. We get to create our own 2021, our own year in our own lives. Such an awesome and life-changing program, working with Heather one-on-one. Yes. Thank you, Jasmine. Yeah, it's such an honor and pleasure. I adore what I do. I love my clients. They're amazing. So let me know how I can help with any questions at all. But I want to thank you so much for coming to the master class today. And again, look out for that next master class. It's coming in 2 weeks, all about $1 Million Mindset. And then the program Next Level Year will be launching at the end of January. So really excited. Let me know how I can help with any questions at all. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thanks so much for watching. Love you guys.